Hello guys, it's Jake Caliber here with another TF2 video, and as you've guessed from the title, it's 5 more TF2 YouTubers that vanished. So the last video did really well, and I didn't want to cram all of the YouTubers into one video that I'd previously planned. Because I basically wrote 10 YouTubers, and then when I made the video, it ended up being like a half-an-hour video. So here I am with another 5 TF2 YouTubers that have vanished. Now, number 1, Muselk. Yeah, he cues all the controversial comments where I get absolutely metric ton of hate just flowing. Oh, it's going to be madness. But Muselk essentially left TF2 because he enjoyed Overwatch more than TF2. It's also true that his Overwatch videos started getting more views than his TF2 ones did, obviously, because Overwatch was the new big game. It was on all platforms, Xbox and PlayStation, so people started playing it more. So he saw a market and he chased it. It came to light in the future that Overwatch had been facing a decreased player base, well, player views at least, so he dabbled in TF2 again over a year ago and was slammed with a load of mixed comments, which he obviously wasn't wanting to read. The case with Muselk was always been a bit twitchy because he'd released a video up to the release of Overwatch stating that, don't worry guys, I would never quit TF2, it's my bread and butter, but I will dabble in a bit of Overwatch. I think the case was every third video or something like that would be Overwatch. And then that didn't happen. He essentially started doing loads and loads of Overwatch videos, which his TF2 fans, which, take in mind, the TF2 community hated Overwatch because of essentially what it was. And he never released any more TF2 videos. He did one, and it got quite a few TF2 views. And then he never did any more. And he was just kind of dabbling because, obviously, Overwatch in the last couple of months hasn't been doing too well. I wanted to see if he could sustain his channel plain and simply off the TF2 community, which obviously we're not big enough for him to do. So now he's kind of just a Fortnite channel that chases the hype in regards to what's big at the time. In regards to if I'd want him back in the community of the TF2 folk, he still is a massive slab of what the TF2 community could make. He was possibly the biggest TF2 channel ever, just out and out. But in terms of if I'd like him back, I don't know. His style was really cool, and he was quite a unique TF2 channel, kinda. But we've kind of all moved on at this point from the Muselk. I was like, oh, you're gonna do a Muselk on us? It's kind of dead at this stage. He's kind of in the past now, but he changed his channel and it wasn't perceived well. So, anyway, number 2, No Names Left. No Names Left currently has 89,846,000 subscribers as I make this video. The last video that was showcased was of a taunt that was made for the community workshop, which is kind of cool. And then prior to that, there was an entry for the 2018 Saxies where it won. It won a Saxie award. I assume, because obviously there's not very much communication, No Names Left is working on another SFM. But obviously SFMs take a while, and as of the point I make this video, the 9th of the 1st, 2019, the Saxies should be coming around, but so far there's been no real news. But SFM really does take a lot of work, and that, keeping a constant flow of it, you could kind of see a pattern of, instead of smaller little SFM projects, they were becoming bigger SFM projects, but less frequently. And, some of these things take money as well, so I assume that No Names Left will still be making content, just not as frequently as she has been over the last couple of years, unfortunately. Number 3, Kkona with 126,000 subscribers on a non-active channel. Kkona was actually one of the reasons I got into video making myself, and is responsible for a massive increase in quality content a good couple of years ago. He did a various amount of TF2 videos, ranging from crafting videos to gameplay commentaries. One of the shining parts of his channels was actually the thumbnails. Like, they were incredible. He even stated himself that he'd spend maybe 2-3 hours on a video and then, well, maybe 1 or 2 hours on the video and then go like 3-4 hours making the thumbnails, which were legendary. I contacted him myself concerning why he had stopped uploading, and I never really got a response back from him. He just kind of vanished. But I can kind of see why he would have vanished if you just kind of look at his content. He started making common theme in this video, Overwatch videos. Yeah, that were pulling no more than 50,000 views maximum. Whereas his TF2 videos were pulling like an average of 300,000 views. So, as you can tell, he's getting a sixth of the views he was getting. I reckon after this, you know, the lack of TF2 updates, I think about 3 years ago. Because 3 years ago, like, the lack of updates was worrying people. I mean, God, these people would not survive in what TF2 is now with no updates for a year. Well, no big updates for a year. I think he started playing Overwatch, and people didn't really support the Overwatch content. You can't build a channel on TF2 for years. On and off TF2 exactly. He wasn't a very consistent uploader. He kind of came in waves. And then expect everyone to be like, yo, Overwatch, I'm going to watch that instead. It didn't really go down like that. And I think he just lost his motivation to upload after people didn't support the Overwatch content. Which, if I'm being honest, I can see why they wouldn't support it. Number 4, star_, or stir. I don't know where stir came from, but it's star_. Star was one of the biggest inspirations for many TF2bers today. One of the first to make funny TF2 videos that were actually funny. Star has, as of this moment, 773,000 subscribers. But I don't know if he ever hit 1 million, or if he was just under 1 million, or if he ever got there. But as of the moment, he hasn't uploaded in 2 years, and hasn't uploaded TF2 for since 2015. So for me, that's like 4 years ago now. His last ever uploads for TF2 videos were weird TF2 mod videos. They were a bit weird to keep up with, which was kind of where his content was going. Like his videos were getting proper weird. In various conversations, Star had said that he was struggling to keep up the quality of content that he wanted to produce, leading to him making strange videos that ultimately led to fewer viewers, and him quitting on his own account. Star moved on to live streaming, which a lot of content creators do. I personally really don't enjoy live streams, but you know, it's its own market. After his original content had been poorly perceived on his YouTube account. On his Twitch account, he has a bio, which actually clears up a lot of it, and it just summarizes the whole thing, and it reads, "The boy that used to make... This boy used to make a lot of popular TF2 videos, and then tries to make original and quality content on YouTube, despite how bad of an idea that is. Thus, Stir will forever live in the shadows of an 11-year-old game that was abandoned by its developers long before he abandoned it." Yeah, this kind of just summarized it, really. Stir, whatever, summarized it here for us. He ran out of ideas, and he was getting mad and frustrated with the lack of updated from the developers. And just take in mind, this was 3 years ago. This was when, 3-4 years ago, this was when TF2 was getting updates, like the Gunmetal update, the Outback update. But they had a couple months between them, and they weren't big enough for him to make content off, and he was getting really, I'm going to say, pissed, based off of what was in them. He couldn't make videos off of them, he couldn't make the quality videos off of them. So he just kind of packed up and left. His channel was very, very dependent on new content, which most channels are. Most channels are dependent on this, that, and that. I am for the most part, but I outsource and do other things instead. And he kind of got caught up in the whole one-trick TF2 channel fate, which resulted in him making other videos that weren't TF2, which were just really weird. And I finished them plain and simply for this video, but they were not a good watch. Like the Sweet Master or something like that. It was just so weird. I wouldn't bother watching them. Number 5, Grizzly Berry. It's a real shame because Grizzly Berry is actually quite a cool dude. Grizzly Berry was quite an up-and-coming channel, and as of the moment he has 64,000 subscribers. Grizzly was most commonly known for his work with Scott Jaw, Uncle Dane and King Raja in the Horse TF2 YouTuber challenge videos. Because obviously you got like some big names there. King Raja, who I've already gone over, Uncle Dane, who's one of the biggest channels at the moment, and Scott Jaw, who I went over in previous videos. You know, big channels. They're just big channels, and he piggybacked on him. Well, not piggybacked, he had his own following, but he kind of boosted it with the horse videos. And they were really good. They were a good watch. They were funny to watch. He also made tip videos, as we all do, map breakdown videos, which were quite insightful and have helped me in the past as well. Unfortunately, that's all he really did. After the horse video stopped coming out, obviously the other YouTubers aren't going to just make horse videos all the time. Especially if, you know, not all 4 of them uploaded them, so it didn't really benefit them. They were just having fun. But in terms of video content, you guys, we need to do this for videos, which that's not why they were making them, but you can't just ask your TF2 friends to play this plain and simply to make videos, which obviously wasn't what Grizzly was going to do. So he didn't make the horse videos, and it had an impact on the channel. He also started doing some King Raja videos where he and King Raja are actually friends and friends in real life, where they collaborated, and they got an alright amount of views, but in general they weren't getting as many views as the horse videos. I think they got about a quarter as many views or less, which wouldn't have been a very big confidence boost for Grizzly. Grizzly Berry has released 2 videos in the last 12 months, but both of them were baking videos featuring King Raja, who, as I'm pretty sure they're flatmates, and it was a bit weird. They were making bacon and stuff. It was a bit weird. Grizzly, as far as I'm aware, has started attending university or college from my American viewers, and he stated in the comment section of his last video that he basically is running out of time. He don't have the time to do TF2 videos, which, you know, happens to a lot of channels, and he would like to make a return, but he just don't know if he has the time or when he will have the time. Fair enough, which results in the lack of TF2 content, which reduces subscribers, which making a comeback gets really difficult because you don't know if you'll have the following that you used to. And that's what happened to Grizzly. Just time and maybe ideas and lack of motivation. But for the most part, as far as I'm aware, just time. So that's it for this video. That's all 5 of your YouTubers. Grizzly Berry, you got Star, you got Kkona, No Names Left, and Muselk. 5 channels that most of them I'd like to see make a return. It's not even a return, just make some TF2 content. At least high quality TF2 content, not just some lazy thrown together stuff like I have done in the past. So that's it. You asked for it. You liked the last video, and I delivered. I don't know if there'll be a third part. I kind of wrote 10 ideas and 10 YouTubers that I was aware of. Some that are quite well known, some that weren't quite known. And past that, I don't know if there would be a third part, really. There's probably some big names I've forgotten. And I can even just saying that, I can think of 3 off the top of my head. And like, I even, number 5 on this video was going to be Stabby. I hadn't thought of doing Grizzly Berry because he'd uploaded in the last 12 months. It's just it wasn't really TF2 related. But Stabby has made a return, which is great because he's a very talented guy. And yeah, if there's any TF2 YouTubers you want me to cover, then comment them down below. and I will check them out, and if you want I might make a third part, but I can't really promise anything. I have been J Caliber. These have been 5 TF2 YouTubers that vanished. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys for next week's video. Adios.